Honey, that was amazing.
That was so cool.
Woof! I love it. My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. Today, I am down at the coast. I am right next to Cherry Point, United States Marine Corps Air Station. This is a massive military base. It's one of the most important in the U.S. You might be able to hear it. There's a firing range over here. But all morning long, fighter jets, cargo planes, all sorts of cool military aircraft has been taking off and landing. It's been super, super awesome. All of this here is part of the Croatan National Forest. 160,000 acres to explore. For this episode, Susie and I are doing a backpacking trip. Here in a few minutes, we will leave our campsite and go to the trailhead. From there, we will hike to the beach. That's right, folks, we are camping on the beach. This area, this trail that we're going to do, is a secret gem, and you will see why in this episode. As far as our campsite goes, we are basically at the end of a forest road. You can see there's a turnaround here. Pretty nice spot, all in all. Well, I should say this, it was decent. It's a free spot out in the middle of nowhere. No one bothered us last night. But when you have a national forest, oftentimes there's forest roads that go out in the middle of nowhere. These areas are not patrolled, just like this area. So this is obviously a very popular spot. Everything out here has been shot up. There was a sign at one point in time, it's gone. There's trees over here shot down. There's shells all over the ground, garbage everywhere. I love national forests, but I hate that aspect. I hate those rednecks who come out and trash everything. We have individuals with the same mentality up where I live, with all of the national forests up there. Outside of all that, this place is beautiful. It really is. With the Croatan National Forest, supposedly it's super safe, and so far, Susie and I, we've been out here for 3 days, and we've had no issues. We haven't seen anything suspect or anything like that. As you all can see, we have Packy. Inside of Packy is Susie. Susie is getting dressed for the day. I'm pretty much ready, and here in a few minutes, we'll be hitting the road. Let's check on Susie here. Hey, Susie.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you think about this place?
I thought it was really nice. We've got the jets and all of the cool stuff constantly flying over. It was a little noisy, but it does end, I would say, around 10 p.m. It didn't seem like I heard anything else. I slept great, and there is less trash at this campsite, so that's a win.
And that says something, don't it?
Don't get too excited. There's still trash here, but there's less. As we were driving different roads yesterday, we actually saw a few community signs talking about how it's pretty sad that the people here trash their own community. That's basically what the signs were saying. And it is the people that live around here. It's not like people are coming from out of town and dumping these, massive piles of garbage. It's the locals, unfortunately.
If I remember correctly, the sign said, it takes a lowlife to litter, and it takes a scumbag to trash your own community. And you're right, it is. It's the locals here who are doing this. A lot of this garbage is from their yard. They scrape it up, put it in a truck, and then dump it, sometimes in the middle of the road. Anyways. This trip is going to be awesome.
Ultimately, the trash and all that does not matter. Luke and I are here to show you the good, the bad. That's what the real world is like. We go visit these beautiful places, and that's the reality of it. So ultimately, we're still going to have a great trip. You can still go out and enjoy places as well. It's just something that you have to kind of look past, and eventually maybe the message will get across to people and they will stop trashing these places. But ultimately, we're still going to have a great time, and it is a beautiful place.
All right, folks, we're now on trail. For this adventure, we have a ton of miles to cover. I'm thinking maybe, what, 2 or 3? It's a lot. We came out yesterday to explore this area. We took a number of different trails, ended up doing almost 10 miles, but we discovered one route that basically goes right to the beach. Very easy.
Like Luke mentioned yesterday, we did a ton of exploring. We ended up putting on our day packs, which were so much lighter, and we just ran these trails. We explored, and we got a good idea of where we can camp at and do a backpacking trip. If you did see part 1 of our road trip, and you saw us doing a lot of hiking, this trip is on a completely different trail.
The one thing you have to keep in mind about this trail is that there's no water out here, so you have to haul it all in yourself. There are swamps here, but you do not want to filter that. Bring your own water, don't fool with it. My advice, stay out of the swamps. There are a ton of venomous snakes here, there's alligators. Here come the fighter jets. If you decide to come out here, be prepared to hear that all day long. I personally like it, but young kids may not. We are filming this at the end of March. Basically right before it gets hot, like real hot. The temperature right now is about 64 degrees. The high is around 70 today. This trail, this area would be a nightmare when it was really hot. Not just because of the heat, the humidity, but because of the bugs and snakes. This place has a reputation for lots of mosquitoes and lots of snakes. Copperheads, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes. Oh boy. Just non-stop fighter jets.
Yeah, and lots of jets.
Lots of jets. You may not like that. I don't know. I do. We haven't been out here long enough to figure out the patterns yet as far as the air station goes. They do some sort of like ordnance training in the morning, there's some shooting, the jets fly, then there's a break, and then it kind of picks up again later in the afternoon. As you all can see, we're now on a road. We're using this as a connector. This is called Hope Road, and that's actually what we camped on last night. It was decent, But the thing is, we stayed for free, and we were not bothered last night, so I really can't complain. Many of the trails, at least in this area, are just like this. They're like closed forest roads. Personally, I love it. I love hiking trails like this. It's nice, open, flat, kind of grassy. Obviously, they take care of this. They maintain it and mow it. As we're hiking along, there's all sorts of swamps on both sides. So far with this trip, all that we've seen are turtles. Turtles are good.
Turtles are great.
I don't know if you all could see how yellow and green that water is. That's because of pollen. The pollen in this area this time of year, oh my gosh, it is insane. Everything is yellow. Susie's black pants are turning yellow right now.
It's ridiculous. Good thing I don't have allergies. It does not bother me at all. But yesterday I had to basically take a wipe and clean my clothes the best I could because I was covered in it.
Unfortunately, it does bother me. I've always had issues when it comes to my allergies. So it's like my eyes have been itchy, they've been watery. For some reason, one eye swells when I'm having a reaction. So on this trip, I've been popping like Benadryl here and there. So if you ever see me like, he seems tired, well, that's because I am. There's nothing like waking up in the morning and popping a Benadryl, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny, like inside of the van, everything is yellow. Everything.
True. We were talking about how it will have to be cleaned, like wiped down.
Yeah.
Not just vacuumed, but everything will have to be wiped down. All that good stuff when we get back home.
We're now on a trail, an actual trail that goes through the forest here. We've read online that many of these trails will become overgrown in the summer months, and I can see that. We're only a few days after spring, and it's starting to get grown up, that's for sure. I would highly recommend a lot of tick spray for this trip if you decide to come out here, no matter what time of year it is.
We have done about 2 miles of hiking so far, and we are very close to the beach. I'm so excited to get down there. I hope there's a nice breeze. Luke and I have done other beach camping trips in the past, and this one feels different. There's really no one out here where the other ones have always been busy.
Susie's right, this does feel different. Over the last couple of days, we've seen no one. Well, with the exception of one ranger who kicked us out twice. Twice, Susie.
Twice.
He was doing his job, it's all good. Yeah, we've spent numerous days out here, and we've seen no one. Here we go, everyone. Here's the beach. Wow. Look how calm the water is, Susie.
Oh, we made it.
We are very, very lucky. It's overcast today. It's warmer today than it was yesterday, but because the sun is kind of dimmed a little bit, this is much more comfortable. We didn't go this way yesterday, but we figured, hey, let's hike it a little bit. Let's go check it out. You never know, we might find a sweet campsite. I can tell you all, 100% honest, that never gets old. Susie and I see something over here. This may be a good campsite. Right over here, my friends. This is perfect, Susie.
Yes, and we have some shade.
Yes, we do.
Nice.
I don't think it's going to get any better than this.
This is the perfect spot because look at our view.
It's amazing.
That is so great. Depending on how we set up our tent, we can literally look at this out the door. So, wow.
Susie, what do you think about right here?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we should have like full-time shade for the rest of the day if we do it right here.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and clean up real quick. Wow.
Here's an update for everyone. We just got a visit from Marine Patrol. And of course, when I see the boat pull up, I'm thinking, oh no, are we getting kicked out again? He was only seeing what we were doing and if we needed anything. Turns out he recognized us and he was a fan. So it was nice to chat with him, get to know him a little bit better. But yeah, he said absolutely we were fine to stay here. He told us more about the Nusiak Trail and he's hiked all of it. And so he had some good tips and pointers for us. So it was really great meeting you, and thank you so much for checking in on us. And yeah, this trip is going to be awesome. I just feel so relieved that we're not getting kicked out, and we have such a sweet spot.
Brother, it was nice to meet you. Take care. Talk to you soon. You all have seen this before. This is my Sea to Summit pillow. I have gotten into the habit of using this, and now that I have, I love it. This thing is super lightweight, and at the same time, super comfortable. And it smells like a campfire. Smell, Susie.
Ooh.
Susie, let's eat.
Starving.
Starving.
Starving. All that hiking, all those miles.
You're right, Susie. That was too hard, folks. What was it? 2 miles?
This is hard.
We mentioned before that this is a secret gem, and it really is. It is time for lunch, folks. I'm starving. What about you?
Starving.
Yeah. So this is a real Termet meal. We have beef and potato. And it is freaking awesome.
If you hold that, I'm just gonna bite on it.
What gives? What's going on here? I don't think she loves me anymore.
Make it easier to eat. Look, that's how much I love you. Made it easier for
Wow,
you.
you really jacked this up. Oh my goodness.
Made it better? Is that what that means?
So much easier.
You'd be so bored without me.
Oh my gosh, that's good. With these real Termat meals, they're from either Norway or Finland or something like that, but they're hard to get in the United States, but you can get them. We've had a number of viewers who have successfully purchased these from basecampfoods.com. We're not associated, we get no money, we don't care, but if you want one of these, like the reindeer stew is awesome. There's, what is it, sweet pork or something or other?
There's a pork one that's really good.
Yeah.
They all are really good, and we have heard from viewers and have seen pictures that they actually were able to get the reindeer stew, the ones with meat in them, even the oatmeal's good, but apparently they had no issues getting it.
This campsite is also good. It is amazing. It is so beautiful here. It's peaceful, it's quiet. Yes, there's some fighter jets and cargo planes and stuff, but that's okay. It seems like after 2 o'clock, it's been rather silent, so I don't know, maybe it's break time or something, who knows, but we have this entire beach to ourselves. The entire thing. No one is out here. It's incredible.
It's crazy. It really blows my mind.
When was the last time that you can look out on a beach and not see anybody?
I don't know.
It's incredible. Just in case you didn't see part 1, with this entire trip, we just played this like off the cuff, by ear. We didn't plan anything. We actually picked the Croatan National Forest to go to when we were about like 100 miles away from home. Sometimes it's fun just to go out to explore the territories, as the saying goes. Oh man, we've had a great time.
We were ready to get away from the house for a few days, and I really wanted to focus on like, let's explore our home state more. We are from North Carolina, and there's so many places that we haven't seen, and I wanted to explore it more, so this has turned out great. Oh, it feels good, but it's cold. Oh, it feels good.
I have 2 special thank yous to give. First, Michael, thank you very much for the stove, and Henning, thank you very much for the real Termat meal. You both are appreciated, big time. This is the perfect day. Perfect.
Perfect.
I will say this. In the shade, it's amazing. In the sun, raging hot.
Oh.
As a man, I provide coffee.
Cheers.
Susie actually made this. This is her concoction here. So if it's awful, well, we know who to blame.
It's good.
Is it good?
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
All right.
Here, I'll let you have the next sip.
Cheers, my friends. Cheers. That is good.
It's like vanilla.
Yeah. There's almost like a hint of alcohol or something to it. It's a special coffee, I guess. Here's to feeling good all the time.
All the time.
All the time. As I'm looking around here, I noticed that there's this sort of like, I don't know what you call it. It's like a grassy moss sort of thing hanging from the trees. That stuff was originally used in Ford vehicles. Ford would take that stuff and put it in the cushions. That was basically the cushion of the seat. That's where the saying, there's a bug in every Ford came from. Because like that stuff was full of bugs. And so you would buy this brand new truck and all of a sudden there's bugs.
Ew.
It's pretty funny.
That is funny.
What do you think about the One Tigress Skyena tent?
Yeah, I totally do not understand it at all.
It's very interesting. With this tent, there's a fly on one side. The other side of the tent doesn't have one. The company claims it's waterproof. We will see soon enough. Let's go explore, everyone. Susie and I, we will show you the beach here, at least a good section of it. How incredible is it that all that we've seen today is one person?
I know, and he came by boat. So.
This really is a very cool place. It is like a secret gem.
It's really a good vibe here. So even though we talked about the trash and all that, it still feels like a very safe place, and we've had no issues.
Talking about our plans for tomorrow, basically in the morning we'll get up with the sunrise and then get out of here. According to the weather, there's a cold front coming through. Strong storms, possibly tornadoes. We plan to basically get out of this forest first thing before those get here. I'm not sure if you all could see it, but right over there, there's some smoke. This entire area super dry right now. Also, the humidity is fairly low as well. Factor in the windy conditions, it's the perfect set for a forest fire. Before we got here, there was a forest fire, and I believe, I don't know, 1,000 acres burned, something like that. It was quite a bit. Because it's so dry and breezy, we're not going to have a fire tonight. This part of the beach is so cool, folks.
As we are hiking along, you can tell that this part of the beach is really different, and there is much more storm damage here. Even though that was 4 years ago, there's still a lot of debris and downed trees, and there's been no cleanup done. It's still really cool hiking through all of these trees and things, but it's just a totally different feeling on this end of the beach. We are probably about a mile or so away from our camp, and we're going to turn back, but we just wanted to show off this portion of the beach and how different it is. We did explore more of this yesterday. We went pretty far down, and we did film some of that, so you can catch that in the first part. But I think for now we're going to turn back and head back to our campsite. You always feel a little uncomfortable about leaving your gear, and if it's really valuable, you take it with you. So that's why I have my pack on with some stuff in it. But again, we have the whole beach to ourselves, and we have not seen a single person on this beach today except for Marine Patrol. But for now, we're going to head back to camp. There is one more thing. We walked down to where the osprey have nest, and we have spotted 2 this time. So check these out.
My friends, it is time for dinner. We have a South Korean meal. A viewer sent this to us. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Susie, after you.
I'll try it. It smells really good. You smell?
Looks good.
A little heat to that sauce, I think.
Wow, it is hot.
Yeah.
Is my head bright red?
There's definitely some heat to it.
Woo. It's not hot. It's spicy.
Yeah, spicy, not hot.
That's not what I expected. Well, I made you dinner, kitty. Here you go.
Did you bring extra water?
No. This stuff is no joke.
It's spicy.
It is spicy. We've considered just like putting this to the side and eating like every snack that we have in this bag. Snack dinner.
Snack dinner.
It's good, but
It's good. It doesn't seem to linger like too bad, so I think we can eat it and be okay.
whew. Oh man. I don't want to act like a weenie, but oh man.
Hey, that will open up your sinuses.
I can breathe. It is good though.
It is good. Oh, look, fish. The view here is fantastic. I mean, what a great dinner spot.
I packed all the food for this trip, so. Oops, I messed up. Anyways, as it stands, it's 7 o'clock in the afternoon. There's 2 fires surrounding us. There's one down here that's putting quite a bit of black smoke up into the air, and there's another one over here burning away. I don't know if those are controlled burns or what. I have no idea. What I do know is that we're not going to take a chance and have a fire tonight.
No, way too dry. Way too dry.
It is so quiet, so peaceful.
For myself, I love the mountains. I'm definitely a mountain girl, but it's always nice to see the water. There's something really peaceful about this setting too.
Nothing but good times. The world starts tonight. Reminiscence. Memories might show what's to come. Better learn from it fast. Go ahead and call me a cynic. But some things just won't last. The hours turns into minutes. The worst is yet to come. Summer days slowly turn into darkness. I notice as it goes, I'm reaching out through.
Good night, Susie.
Good night, babe.
Good night, viewers.
Good night.
Good night, Susie.
Good night, babe. Wow, what a great day.
Wow, yeah. I did not expect this when we left the house. I had no idea where we would end up or what we would do, but this is, in a way, this is like epic because, I mean, when do you have a beach like entirely to yourself?
It is epic. It's totally different, and in a way, it's such a simple trip. It's not that far from where we live. You know, we're still in North Carolina, and it's so simple, but yet epic.
It's true. I mean, this place is really nice. Like, really, really nice.
It is.
All right. Well, folks, it's about bedtime for us. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
It's about 15 to 7. The sun's coming up and it is beautiful. There's some clouds out there. It's broken up. Already it's yellow and orange. Let's play the question and answer game. Is it windy? No. Is it comfortable outside? Yes. Did I sleep good? No. Why is that? The sleeping pad that I have, the Nemo Tensor, it has a problem. That is an ultralight pad. I've always been super careful with it, and last night it decided to start leaking. So all night long, straight to the ground. I would wake up, and I mean, it's like laying on concrete. Sand is not comfortable. Yeah, I didn't sleep very good. And I guess the bright side of this is that I will be able to do like a repair or a return with Nemo. And I'll make a video out of that. Let's see how the process goes. It should be nice and smooth, but if they give me any sort of problems, well, I will tell you about it.
It's the coldest hand that run down this land where the ocean ends. It's the tallest sound, the damn smallest crowd, but their hearts break loud. Far from ever feeling lost with me, I'll push you back towards the land and sea. They're going down for love, and love is free. Stick with me and I will guarantee you're never lost among the crowd with me. Never lost among the crowd with me. Everywhere you go, I'll be.
My God, Susie, that is going to be so nasty.
This is an old trick I learned from someone I know. The more you add, the better it is.
I cannot wait to try this. 4 packs of coffee, I don't think I've ever done that.
We need a boost this morning.
Yes, I need one. I'm tired. I didn't sleep really at all last night. That's okay. Did you sleep good?
I did sleep good. I'm blown away by the calmness of the day and of the night, because the day we arrived, we came down to the coast, windy. We explored and hiked, and when we got to the beach, it was windy. Mm-hmm. Then when we decided to do our backpacking trip, it's been very calm and peaceful. It has to be the calm before the storm, because the storms are rolling in later today. But I'm just shocked. I thought for sure it would be windy conditions, we would be cold.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah, the sun's up. It's hiding behind some clouds, but it was a beautiful sunrise. Now it's coffee time. Let's try this. This is the Susie special here.
All right, here we go. Oh, that's good. Dang, I know how to make a good cup of coffee.
I thought for certain you would say, that's awful.
Just wait till you try it. It's so smooth. It's
like
good.
Gasoline, like the last cup.
You make them and ruin them. I make them and they're perfect.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Top of the morning. That is good.
Told you.
That's good. As you all can see, we have the tent broken down. Everything's packed up. We're ready to have breakfast and start hiking. We have some exploring to do this morning.
Yes, we do. We still have some beach to cover, and we can also hop back on the trail, which I think is just right behind us, and we can go that way. There is more storm damage this direction, so that possibly could mean hopping over trees, more debris.
I tell you, all in all, I've been very impressed with this national forest. Like it's beautiful and it's quiet. It's a secret gem. It is a shame that the locals trash it so bad. These people are putting up signs in their own community saying, hey, you're a scumbag when you trash your own community. And they're right. It's kind of like the curse of the national forest.
True, true. Because it's common where we live.
Yeah.
It's common in every national forest, I think, that we've ever been in to find lots of garbage.
And folks, we're off. Let's begin the day. I've been looking forward to this since I got up. This beach is really, really cool. The trees, the roots, it's all pretty neat. At the Marine base, they started shooting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Susie and I are trying to figure out how to complete this loop. So far, it's not going very good. The trail that we were on ended, so we've come back. We're on a beach right now. We're making progress, but I don't know if it's good progress or not. Oh, this is interesting. This used to be like a camp spot. Here's an old fire pit. You can see here how the hurricane altered the coastline. Without a doubt, it's different than it used to be, but they could still use this. They can open this up. So this used to be like a picnic area. People would come over here, park, and start the Nusiak Trail. Susie, that is the first trail sign that I've seen the entire time we've been here.
Yes.
The first one.
The first one. Finally.
My friends, that pretty much wraps it up for this adventure. We are about to hit a road. We'll wrap up this loop. This has been so much fun. It really has. Before we wrap it up though, I want to show you all something. So across this chasm here is a awesome campsite. Originally, we pulled the van in here. We were going to stay, but the forest ranger said, no, you cannot. We had to go. As we wrap this up, I have a few shout outs to give. First, Jason, you're awesome, man. Take care, buddy. Next, my friend Casey, I'm sorry that your father passed away. His father's name was Bobby, and supposedly he was a big fan of the channel. I'm sure he will be missed. Strength and honor to your family.
It's gonna get loud again.
It's like rush hour with the fighter jets right now.
I know. Hopefully you all can hear me. That's it for this trip. We are wrapping it up. We are hiking back to our van. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this backpacking adventure. It was a good one.
If you enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up because it does help the channel. You can support the channel on Patreon or on YouTube. You could join the wolf pack. The Croatan National Forest has been good to us. Thank you for having us. On to the next, everyone. Take care, strength and honor. Bye for now.